What it do, players and trainers? It's your boy Blazin Squid coming to you live for the first official time. And I got something special for you guys. I got my team builder, but I'm not here alone. I'm here with my boy Austin. Austin, say hello.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
So we're gonna go over our team real quick. Some of you might know, some of you might not know. We're gonna be going up against Jesse. He is my week 2 opponent, but he has exams coming up during our week, so we kind of just pushed it forward. But let's look at Jesse's team real quick. So Jesse has he's got Heatran, he's got Latias, Azumarill, Azelf, Empoleon, Gliscor, Tornadius T, Raikou, Cacturn, Komala, and Mega Heracross. He's got big threats. What do you think, Austin?
Yeah, his team's definitely. Just give me a second to pull it up here. I'm not on my computer right now for you guys, but yeah, definitely. Mega Heracross could definitely be a real threat in the right hands. Heatran is definitely something I've had trouble with in testing myself on Showdown with my team, and he's just got a lot of Pokemon that can just really do a lot of work in their own niche. So it's definitely something you really have to think about each Mon individually and just how they're going to play off of each other. So it's definitely a challenging team to work around, but I don't think it's anywhere close to impossible. So
So now let's jump onto my team. The 6 mods I am willing to bring to order to guarantee this win, hopefully. Because I talked so much trash this week. I hyped up this battle. I went to sleep at 2:30 in the morning, and I woke up at 6:30, and I'm full of energy. I'm ready to go. If I lose, I am gonna be mad salty. But first mod, as you will see on the screen, it is Jirachi. Jirachi set. It's going to be my Stealth Rockers. I think Rocks is going to play a crucial part in this play. Unfortunately,
absolutely,
I don't have a Rapid Spinner or a Defogger. So I'm hoping Empoleon gets Defog. So maybe he could Defog Lil Knock for me. Or even Scar. No, he doesn't have Skarmory. That's Miguel. What the hell am I thinking about? Yeah, but like Empoleon, if I get this thing off. But it's going
yeah,
to be my. Jirachi is going to be my specially defensive wall. It's going to have Stealth Rocks, Wish, Protect, U-Turn. Holding leftovers. 252 in the HP and 252 in special defense. Careful nature. What do you think, Austin?
I really like this. It's you can get those rocks up. The Wish Protect combo is definitely a good one to have. And then if you have a bad matchup and just want to get out of there, you definitely have that U-turn to get yourself out of there. Or if you're just going for the Wish Pass, that's a really good option for you too. So I really like this set. It's definitely a bulk set, which is if you watch the recap, you kind of noticed that my team was all about bulk. So I really like this mod, and I think it's going to do you a lot of good in this matchup. So
Next mod up is going to be my boy Zygarde. Zygarde is invested 68 into HP. It's a adamant nature, 252. Special defense is 84. Speed is 104. It's going to be holding Lumberry. We got 1,000 arrows, Dragon Downs, Outrage, Extreme Speed. Some of you guys might be asking right now, like, why the 84 in special defense? Let me clarify that a bit. I ran my calcs, and if his Tornadius T, which I'm expecting him to bring, has Life Orb, Hidden Power, Ice, it's a 2-hit KO. Like, even with the max roll, it does about 99%. So I'll be able to live. And if it is Life Orb, then I get that information. I get that Dragon Dance up. 1,000 arrows is going to do a butt ton of damage, especially if I have the rocks up. It's going to do great. What do you think, Austin?
yeah, again, I really do. Looking at this, and after you kind of explain the calcs on it, I really do like this EV spread on it. The Lumberry being good for that outrage, so you can just put that out and do some really good damage with it. And the extreme speed is definitely going to help for if you need that just last second. I need to get this KO, and so I can, keep the momentum on my side. So I definitely think this set is is just a good set to have, and I like your ingenuity with the EV spread there, running the calcs and knowing what you could run up against. So that's a huge thing with team building, is not only thinking about the Pokemon, but what kind of moves are they going to bring. So good on you for that one, man.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Next mon up is my boy Manaphy. I stole this one from Brennan. Since Brennan steals all my mods, I said, you know, I'm gonna steal one of his. Its EVs is gonna be 252 in HP. It's gonna be a timid set. Special defense is gonna hold 180. Speed is 76. The moves are Ice Beam, Scald, Tail Glow, Substitute, holding leftovers. The timid 76 is just enough to outspeed a timid Heatran, if you're wondering. And then if he is, I have enough bulk to where a substitute, he can break it. If it is timid, hopefully. And if it's just a bulky set with no special attack investment, even better. He's not going to be able to break my sub. I'm hoping to actually see a Bloom Doom Solar Beam from this Heatran, trying to catch me off guard. But if I get that sub up first, it's going to be a waste. That's my thought process onto this Manaphy. It's going to just wall that Heatran. It's just, I feel like it's going to do work for Heatran. And Poleon's not going to be able to touch it. Gliscor is going to be scared of it. It's going to, Heatran, if I get that Skull and Mega Heracross, I feel like Manaphy is going to put in some work on this game as well. What do you think, Austin?
I definitely like this set too. I think the only thing that you might have to worry about is maybe, I don't know if you ran the calcs on maybe a Woodhammer, if he brings Kamala, or maybe what Cacturne might be able to do to it. But honestly, like looking at this, I just think that it's just a generally good set all around. Covering your bases and knowing what attack you're really going to be worried about, and especially being able to take down that Heatran. I think that's the threat on his team. Just generally, not just for your team, but overall, it's definitely a tough mon to deal with in most cases. So definitely devoting a specific mon just for that is going to be really, really good for you. And I like substitutes. I like that with the tail glow and being able to actually make use of your sub. After watching Steven and Matt's battle and seeing a sub go to waste, it's kind of a little bit of heartbreaking to know that you put that up and then they just break that down like it was nothing. So definitely going to be something good for you, and hopefully your anticipation on the Bloom Doom Solar Beam is going to be correct on that one. So
yeah. It's kind of a far stretch, but you never know. Anything can happen in Pokemon. Anything.
Yeah, and that's what I really like about this league, is it's just even though I've only done one battle in it, it's very interesting to see. Like in my battle, I was full on expecting Andrew to bring Metagross because it kind of did some work to some of the members on my team, but he decided not to bring that and instead brought Mimikyu, and that actually worked out better for me. So, but it's definitely interesting to see what can happen. So. My motto has always been, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best.
Exactly. All right. So next up is gonna be our boy Arcanine. Since Heatran got sniped from me, I was really hoping, but Arcanine is the next best thing, and he's gonna be holding Assault Vest, Intimidate. We're gonna be bringing the Close Combat, Wild Charge, Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed. Once again, I'm putting in that 212 EVs into speed to outspeed Heatran. I'm pretty sure you see the emphasis I put on Heatran being a threat. I hate going up against it. It puts in so much work to my team. I need to get it out like right away. But I'm also putting in that 44 EVs into special defense to kind of help out with the assault vest, and 252 into attack. I'm also bringing that extreme speed because that priority, as you mentioned earlier on Zygarde, can become like really useful. Like in case he brings like a focus sash, I don't see coming. Maybe like on a Zelf or something like that. And it was a last minute change. I was gonna bring Vikavolt, but it's Vikavolt. It's too slow, kind of. This matchup.
This set definitely is going to work better for you, and I love Assault Vest. I put one on my Tapu Fini this week, and it just tanked so many hits that it shouldn't have. Um, and just looking at the sets, I like Arcanine as a whole, having that ability to have Flare Blitz and Wild Charge, close combat and extreme speed. It hits hard. It hits very hard, and the Intimidate is definitely something that you always have to worry about. That attack drop can definitely be the difference between, a win and a loss. So it's just a generally good mod to have, and um, it's definitely going to be doing a lot of damage to a lot of the members of his team with that versatility on having both fire and electric, and fighting too. So that's a lot of coverage in just 3 moves, and having extreme speed to just, you know, speed. If there's an opponent that's speedier and just lower health, you can hit him with that and maybe go for that KO, hopefully, and keep that momentum. A lot of what I'm seeing on your team is making sure that you keep that momentum and make sure that they're not getting that he's not going to get an edge up on you. And I really like that mentality you put into building this team so far.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Next mod is Mamoswine. Mamoswine was sniped from Brennan. It's gonna be holding the ICM Z Snow Cloak, guys. It's not gonna be the thick fat, but Snow Cloak. Why? Because I'm bringing the Z move Hail, and if you know, Snow Cloak brings up your invasion by like 1.25. So there's a chance he might be missing moves, and I am going to sweep with Mamoswine.
I forget what else does Z Hail add to it? It adds a secondary effect, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm glad you actually asked. But Z Hail, because me and Arthur, we're looking at all these status Z moves right now, and Z Hail brings up your speed at +1.
Ah, okay.
So
yeah, that's wow. That's actually clutch.
Yeah, dude. So imagine I am carrying it's basically a choice Scarper that can switch around its moves.
Yeah. Wow, and then, having that, and then you still have, 3 moves in Icicle Crash, Knockoff, and Earthquake, as your offensive moves, and all 3 of those are definitely going to be hitting hard with that 252 attack that you put in. Knockoff is always a great move. I absolutely love it because that can completely change a person's battle plan. If you knock off a choice scarfer, all of a sudden, they have the availability to choose any move they want, but now you have a Pokemon that's generally going to be slow. I ran one on my Decidueye, and unfortunately, I didn't get to use it, but my whole plan was that I was going to use that to get some U-turns or some Brave Birds out just before, before it went down due to its lack of any defenses at all. So Earthquake definitely just a generally good move with 100 power, 100 accuracy, and Icicle Crash definitely hits hard with that stab. So I really like this set. I really like the thinking going through with that Z Hail. That's a lot of people don't realize that there are a lot more than just offensive moves that you can use with those Z crystals. There's a lot of viability with those. I was actually discussing in the group earlier that I watched a Togekiss with Z Tailwind, which increases your crit ratio, and that was just insane to me. And I started looking into these too, and so that's why I asked about the Z Hail. And I actually really, really like the mentality on this, getting that speed boost and then getting that evasion boost, and you're just going to be set to just go wild.
Yep. All right. So the last mon we got here is going to be our franchise mon, Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu is going to be Choice Scarf, Wood Hammer, Super Power, Leech Seed, Stone Edge, 252 in speed, 252 attack. It's going to be Adamant. The rest of the VVs, those 4 EVs, just slap them onto HP. What I like about this mon in particular is since the fact that actually Arcanine and Jirachi are they get crippled by Earthquake, and Tapu Bulu provides that grassy terrain, which now cuts it in half. That helps out with my coverage overall. And Mamoswine is the only mon that gets Earthquake, which would be affected by it. and would benefit Jesse. But that's an I don't know if you knew, but actually, Thousand Arrows is not even affected by the grassy terrain.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like I get the full on attack from the ground moves, Thousand Arrows. Like it hits Glide. It's gonna hit Gliscor. It's gonna hit Latias. It's gonna hit all his flying type, all his levitate users. It's gonna hit Heatran hard. It's hopefully there's no Shuka Berry, but it's gonna provide me HP, and Zygarde is gonna just benefit from this. Jirachi is gonna benefit from it. Manaphy, the leftovers, and the grassy terrain is gonna benefit from this. And Tapu Bulu hits so hard, so
it really
hard.
does.
What do you think about that set?
I really like it. I like the option going with that Choice Scarf there, just because of the putting in the 252 speed and then adding the Choice Scarf. You're definitely going to be forced to be reckoned with, and you're going to be hitting first, and you're going to be hitting hard during that 252 attack with the adamant nature. And also having that Leech Seed in there too, just for that added benefit of you want to keep that Pokemon in. You're going to be losing health every turn, and along with that Grassy Surge, the grassy terrain giving you the health benefit too. That's going to force some switches too, and that's definitely huge in this league being singles. Forcing switches is definitely something that can be huge for your team. So you have the availability to force switches, hit hard, take mods out. So Bulu is definitely worthy of that franchise pick that you used on it. And I honestly, if you hadn't, I probably would have over Tapu Fini. I love Fini, but I definitely like Bulu better. I think it's going to do a lot more work in the league than Fini is. So overall, this Pokemon is just a great addition to your team, and it's definitely going to set you up for some awesome what's the word I'm thinking of here? It's going to set you up for just some good stuff.
That's right. All right, so Jesse's kind of getting anxious already. He's messaging us, and I'm gonna just hop on and go battle him right now. Tapu Bulu. I had it last season. It only got 2 kills, but it was such a threat. I said, I can't let nobody else get it. I need to franchise it. Even if I can't get it next season, which I don't know if I'm going to be returning or not. Hopefully I will. But I wanted to go out with a bang.
I definitely like it as an option just because of that availability of just having that Grassy Surge and just the viability of it. Even if it's not getting kills, it's still definitely worthy of a franchise pick. But yeah, Jesse's getting a little antsy, so I'm going to hop off here, and I'm going to let you get to that battle. Wish you the best of luck, my friend.
Hey, thanks,
definitely
bro.
Rooting for you.
All right, Blazin Squid and Austin, I'll catch you on the flip side of that DS, man.
See y'all later.
Peace.